Well, we recorded a record about 2.5 years ago, right?
About that, yeah.
About 2.5 years ago, which feels like about 10 years ago, because we've been on the road ever since we recorded, basically. We did it with Matt Wallace, and our expectations on going and making it, I think, were confused. We weren't sure like what kind of band we were at that point, or what kind of record we wanted to make, and we had a kind of a tight budget, so we had to work really hard in a small period of time. I remember that definitely the mentality going into making the record was work all the time, multitask, have different people doing different things. There were computers upstairs in the lounge area. There was stuff going on in the main room, and we were like a factory of creativity.
A hit factory.
A hit factory, apparently, or it became a hit factory. Yeah, I mean, what we did was, I think we just threw down all the ideas we had ever had, and then scaled back afterwards. And Matt really helped us. Matt Wallace really helped us to focus and push ourselves so that we could be as creative as possible, and then kind of spit it all out. And then
during the making of the record too, there was sort of a battle. There were lots of little battles in the studio as to like which direction the record was going to go in, and some members of the band were pushing for more of the R&B sound, and some members were pushing for more of the rock sound, and it ended up sort of somewhere in the middle, which I think gives it its unique sound.
Well said. Yeah, there was a lot of struggle. I think it was good. It yielded really good results, and the pushing and pulling was actually really beneficial. And we had never really focused that hard on making music before, and I'm glad that it worked out so well, because the pressure that was put on us to make the record in the small time that we had was really, really good. She's my ex-girlfriend. Talk about her every day. And it's really interesting. It's interesting therapy, actually. Or it has been. At this point, it's just a nuisance. But it was interesting when I was forced to talk about it a little bit. I was infatuated with this girl for a number of years, and I wrote a lot of lyrics about her, and a lot of songs, and she really inspired me. And this was just basically a documentation of that time in my life. And then when it was done, kind of closed the books on it, and you just throw a name on it, and Songs About Jane was the most sincere, straightforward thing we could think of. Because album titles are just so clever these days, and so I don't really like album names most of the time. Sometimes they can be good, but we wanted to just, if we were going to name it at all, we wanted to name it something simple and to the point, unpretentious. Actually, right when the record came out, I got this bizarre message from her. This was a long time ago, so obviously a lot has changed since then, but telling me just to cease and desist or something. It was really weird.
We could say heavy R&B, or rock and soul, or rhythm and roll.
That's the name of a Hall & Oates record.
Or rock and soul.
Yeah, but doesn't really apply to us.
Here's what it is. It's a product of our many eclectic influences, and those range from such artists as Stevie Wonder, to the Beatles, to Al Green, to Led Zeppelin, to Prince, to the Police. It's everything. We kind of like to allow ourselves to be influenced by everything that we really truly love, and so it's a product of all those things. And then for the next record, it'll be a whole other list. Realistically, probably not for another year, which is frightening to think about, because we're not sick of the songs. We're just thirsty to play new things. We want to expand our show, because we've done a lot, almost all we can possibly do with the songs that we have, and so we're excited to kind of spike new things in and keep people on their toes and see how people react to the new material, because we're so excited about our new material. It's going to be great. We just have to relax and do what we do and pretend that all of this isn't there, and go back to what's really important.
We actually the new songs that we're working on, or that we have written there, we're all really excited about. There hasn't been a sort of a long period of writer's block. We feel pretty creative.
Phoenix.
Yeah, the new
Phoenix is good.
French
New
band.
Kanye West record.
Kanye West is great.
West.
Mickey's turned me on to a band called Lightning Bolt, which are just scary and interesting.
Lightning Bolt are amazing. I don't know if you guys have heard them down here, if they've come down here, but they're like a two-piece from Rhode Island with just bass and drums, playing the most brutal, like insanely aggressive, beautiful music. But it's really like childlike and kind of fantastical at the same time. It's impossible to describe. It's amazing.
Cody Chestnut. Headphone masterpiece.
Started listening to Deicide again, speaking of heavy music, last night, which was really great to listen to Deicide again. It sounded so good.
You know what? I'm gonna go into the water here now.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You guys just carry on without me.
Oh my god.
How is it hitting the water?
Yeah! Yes! You guys just carry on without me.
Oh, thanks.
How was hitting the water? Was it hard?
Oh no, you guys should all try.
It didn't feel too bad?
It was like
Felt great.
How's the temperature of the water?
Temperature's gorgeous.
Nice.
Wow.
It looked really pretty awesome. Anyway,
So what were we talking about?